Welcome to my first caving episode that'll be separated from the rest. It's on my SSP server. I'm gonna start digging a hole down to some diamond layer to do some caving, and maybe I'll even do some stairs. I don't know. But this will be my caving episode. Got all my bags ready to go, and got an ender pouch set up with 3 iron chests and an auto pump out of it. So as soon as I put into that ender chest, it'll get pulled right out. So I have a lot of space, potential space. I just need to not overflow any of those iron chests, and I'll be good. But I don't think I'll be caving that long. I think I'll run out of picks eventually. But beginning my descent. I like to make double wide staircases. If I was trying to be speedy with it, I'd go different, but and I'm doing it kind of high. I'd like to do stairs eventually. Oh, did not mean to do that. Let's go torches on the right. But I got this fortune pick I gotta break in, so just currently uploading some videos right now, so that's why my internet's not good. I'm really excited about my multiplayer server, and that's what I'm going to be focusing on. So you'll be seeing more of those videos in the future for sure than the single player. Single player I'll be doing on the side just for me, but it's a nice time to just wind down and not do a lot. And I do have some company in my voice chat right now, so if you do hear a boat come on, you'll hear our conversations. I just linked him to my page, so he's probably watching that. Maybe he'll give me some crap about it, but yeah. He's actually one that's really excited about this whole thing too. I think he might actually start a channel him also. So keep an eye out for that. I'll keep you guys posted when friends of mine decide to start channels of their own. I'm really excited that some people are seeing that it's seeing its potential as well. So not a lot of talking during this, I guess, but I'll see what I can do. Just got done watching Fast and the Furious 6. Kind of predictable, kind of... it was entertaining. The Fast and the Furious stuff has never been like, I don't know, crazy art, good art or whatever, great movies, but they're entertaining. And, what more can you ask for from a movie if it's entertaining or not? And I'll end up saving the plug for League of Legends for my next multiplayer one. Great game, so keep an eye out for that. I keep going for that shovel. Let's just change that. I think I want to end up saving that pick though, because you can combine them. So I'll get working on this one. I need to turn my game sound up a little bit. Everything else just seems so loud, and then you play Minecraft and the volume's got to go way down, and it's still louder than it should be, I think, than when it's at 1 or 2%. Okay. And I'm a little bit liberal with torches. I don't like stuff spawning in my caves. So I haven't found any coal yet, though. I'm going to need some coal. And I can't believe I left my boards. That's a short trip back up, so... let's get a little piece of charcoal. Just need to get in there for a second. Planks. And then there's a little bit of coal in case I run out. Should be good. I guess I'll use those sticks up. Got my enchanting table set up as well. I almost want to do an anvil right away and get that silk touch going, because silk touch pick is amazing. Get yourself a lot of additional resources. But I think I'll be alright with just the fortune for now. Alright. Another thing that I want to do is, obviously, the tutorials. That's the main goal of my channel, is the tutorials. I really like showing people how to do things. It's very satisfying when somebody asks to know how to do something and then you tell them, and then of course they know. That's what I've always wanted to do, and a lot of what I want to do with tutorials as well is do some testing, because a lot of times there isn't exact data out there or available for certain mods or energy ratios and things like that. So I'm going to be doing some testing as well. If you guys have anything that you want tested, you know, extensively, scientifically, whatever, I'll figure out a way to do it, and I would love to, you know, take part of that. One of the things that I want to do right away is going to be quarry efficiency ratios. I've heard so many different people say so many different things, like there's just no solid information until somebody tests it and puts a calculator to it, so I'm okay with doing that. I like to know things, and if you can't find it on the wiki, you just gotta do it yourself. And if a person does it, I don't see why they wouldn't ever want to share it with people. Let us know. I don't think fortune works on that. Oh well. I know that fortune never used to work on, what do you call it, iridium, and now it does. So I'm still gonna hold out hope on uranium here and there. I have tried it quite a bit on my multiplayer server because I actually have fortune on my glove, my power tool. So we'll see how that goes. I doubt that it works, but it's worth trying, because with unbreaking, on a pick, it's not a big deal if it gets used. You get a lot of uses out of it. And I did end up dying. You can see in the chat log, Wuke blew up while I was building my house. Creeper came up on me. Good time was had by all. At least him. And that happened. It took me right from full health to dead. I was really surprised. But, I mean, I saw him there. I didn't think that he'd blow up on me. I was standing on the roof, and he was not able to get to me. He was like 2 blocks away. And he thought he was close enough, so he just did it, and he was. Go figure. So, that was that. Huh, just a single piece of tin. I don't usually fill in the sides, but that one looked kind of deep, and there we go. I do not like those things. Looking for a cave. Looking for past name that I had gone by was a Rage Blade, Rage Blades. Kind of a common name because there was an item in Dota initially that had been called a Rage Blade, and ever since then other games have picked it up too, like League of Legends, and I think there might even be one in World of Warcraft now. But I'm getting down there. Looks like there's a cave straight ahead. But Rage Blade has been harder and harder to get, so I've had to go Rage Blade 04 and whatnot. You guys know how it is, adding numbers and whatnot. Had also gone by Muffin Man and whatnot. But mostly Rage Blades. And then stumbled across Wuke because of my roommate, and I really liked it. It was entertaining to me to hear people call me by a name that was close to mine but not quite mine. I don't know. It's that's what the gamer tag is all about. You got a story and you That's how you get it. Everyone's got a story. Post in the comments your story for your name if you'd like to. Especially if it's entertaining. Even if it's simple. Love to hear it. Any type of feedback at all. From my one viewer. Now two, because Boat's a cool guy and he's watching my videos. I don't know, it's just the whole YouTube thing. It's just so interesting to me, and how this could all come together the way it has, and just it's giving people an opportunity to work that couldn't before, possibly, or didn't have the ambition to, and now they can. Man, I am about out of torches. Wow, I got a lot of coal though. Alright, let's just top off a little bit. Alright, do some of this. Can never go wrong with coal. I like to use fortune on it. You can get a lot of coal very quickly. And it's just so useful for so long. With coal coke and coal dust making all the advanced stuff. And you can even turn it into diamonds. I used to do that a lot, but I found other ways, and haven't really been short on diamonds much. Come on now. I wish I had flight. Experience comes so nice. Dump that out. Light you up. Man, I don't know. Lead and silver with galena. I guess there's sulfur in there too. I don't think I need any. I might just end up skipping that. I wish I had silk touch. Fortune will have to work. I think I am going to skip the galena though. Well, I'll just get it because it's very possible that there's stuff behind it. Just going to mine everything that is even remotely useful. I'm going to skip the zirconium just to save space for now, even though I have a ton of space. Just lost a bunch there. Power one bow. I do like lead and silver, but I don't know, it's just don't have a lot of use for it, and it is fairly common. So in other news, my parents just bought a new dog. They're gonna name it Siri. It's a black lab mix. They're thinking possibly a boxer, but it's a rescue, I guess you could say. They've gotten into going to the animal shelters and things and getting dogs from there. I mean, we used to have a dog barn basically. It was more of a family thing on the side. We weren't like breeding hundreds of animals or anything, but we knew people who did, and we did it for money and for quite a long time. And we've since gotten out of it, but not for any particular reason. It's hard to make money on. It really takes a lot of work, and they just didn't want to keep doing it. It's not for personal reasons or anything, just a lot of work, and they're pretty tied up with some other stuff right now, so that's good. So the story behind me a little bit more, I guess. I live really far away from my folks. I mean, not like thousands of miles, but 300 miles basically. I moved away for a job, and it's because where I live there really isn't a whole lot. It's kind of a smaller area. We're pretty close to a big town up here, and it was a really good opportunity for me, and it's nothing crazy, but it's a desk job, and this is what I wanted to do. It's in the right field, so that my acceptable amount of knowledge in computer is actually useful. In computer. I know some stuff. I'm not a huge hardware or software guy, but I do my thing, and I'm a nerd, so just knowing how to do some shortcuts on Windows and stuff takes you so much further in an office. A lot of the people that I work with are some older ladies. They were living on dairy farms, working for their husbands or whatever, and then they decided to try and get a job to help out, and it was a really nice stepping stone for them. But I don't know. I enjoy working with a lot of them. They're great. Love them to death. But some of them shouldn't be working with computers, I don't think. But hey, it's not for me to judge them. Do that. I wonder if my brightness is too low. It feels, it's bright. Alright, it just feels dark in here. I'm so used to my Bane of Arthropods sword. Oh, looks like we've got ourselves a spawner. Oh. Just get rid of that right away. I do not like the cave spider spawners. Ooh, get it. Guess I could use a little string. Won't really mind the durability loss on this dinky sword. Some good stuff. This is a really low. I can't even think of what this darn thing is called. Mining shaft. There's gonna be all kinds of goodies in here. I might end up making a couple episodes out of this place. Lots of mining to do. And for those who like to see it, honestly, I like seeing it. So, as long as the person's semi-entertaining who's doing it, and it's not just silent, man, it just makes time go fast. And if you're just doing something else and trying to read something, you just want something in the background, some noise, I would love to be that person for you. But we'll see how this goes. I don't think I need to get out my axe for that. Maybe I'll do some solar panels right away with this Nicolite. It's really cheap stuff to get going, but I would need some diamonds first. Nice little hiccup. Need the diamonds. I've got enough coal. I could build a compressor. Get some flint. It's not so hard. Need a lot of iron. I want to do an anvil right away. I don't know how much Thaumcraft I'll do, but beast shards are nice. Yeah, there's usually... That happens a lot with nodes. You'll see one, and the other ones will be hiding. Just gotta look behind a little bit. They're usually within a diagonal or something. It is possible and common enough to only get a really small node, like one piece of something. And that's because the spawning of the cave ends up deleting some of the ore blocks. Or at least that's how I figure it out. I mean, if you're strip mining, you'll never find just one of anything really, unless it's that type of an ore block. But like coal or iron, it's always like a minimum. You know, there's a minimum with these ore types. And but in a cave, it seems like it's fairly common to get shorted. And that's the only thing I can think of that would cause it, so I must be right. Hello. Really tired of this knockback sword. And it's great and all, but... I get lots of experience from this. I might actually have to stop caving early just to enchant a pick, but I'm gonna need some diamonds so that I can re-enchant something. Let's see what's up here. Oh, some gold. Water's coming a long way to ruin my day. Must be some slimes above me. That was close. Almost messed that up. Anyone else? Meester. I don't want to hit that bat if he goes away from me. That totally bounced off him. Okay. Maybe if I use enough of this pick, I'll combine this with my Unbreaking 1. And then just re-enchant. But the Unbreaking 3 is nice, but it's really not terribly useful. I mean, it has a purpose, but it could be replaced with a drill or power tool. Much easier. Alright. Another small node. Could really use some diamonds. suppose something else I could talk about is...
I like your foray into the quartz grinder.
What? Say
This
that
thing's
again?
really awesome. The quartz grinder thing. Make a quartz grinder. This thing's really awesome. I've never used it before, but through this machine.
And then I end up throwing it down a cliff edge because it's worthless. I mean, it doubles your ore, but no, nobody got
You
time
get
for
twice
that.
as much in the time it takes to crack it.
Yeah, I was talking about the quartz grinder in my first single-player episode. It's a machine from Applied Energistics that doubles your ore, but it takes a long time. So if you're really short on something, say you have one piece of gold, it could be worth it to grind it into two if you need to. But for iron and things like that, just go get more. It's not terribly efficient. Yeah, I was all excited about doing that for the video. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna get my double ore and I'm not gonna have to do a pulverizer right away. This is garbage. It's not my fortune. Boat is also the one that has helped me make my apiary. I built a big apiary, and that's going to be my house in my multiplayer world. As you know, I really hope that another popular YouTuber hasn't built an apiary out of, you know, wood or whatever, because the only ones that I've watched are like Etho, and he built a honeycomb, and that was a great idea. Building a big honeycomb, it makes sense because then you can separate your bees into different areas, and it's a really good organizational thing, and I thought about doing that, but I didn't want to just copycat somebody. So I haven't seen anyone that did an apiary, so that's what I did. And I'm thinking about doing the beehives themselves, and then end up filling those up with the type of bee that comes with them. Oop. Wow, okay. Did not even see him. And so then I'll be organizing with the beehives themselves as buildings eventually. Smells like something's burning. Do I want to go up for that gold? What about up here? Let's dig up. Don't think I have